Hello internet people, my name is Adam, and over the past few weeks, nearly 500,000 people have watched me put 100 speakers in my stupid little van. What the fuck? If you're going to take the time to comment on one of my videos, I'll take the time to read it. It is my favourite part of my day, is going through the comments and reading what everybody's written, even if you're just thinking, this guy's a complete knob. Though there is every chance that is just my fiance typing that on multiple different accounts. So, a massive thank you to the 20,000 of you that have clicked subscribe in the past 28 days. That is just a number you can't wrap your head around. It's kind of just a little bit, makes your face kind of do this when you try and think about it. I have a goal, which is to get to 100,000 subscribers before Christmas. If you can support me on that goal, then please do click subscribe if you like what you're doing. I've got like 100 other videos on this channel back from like 14 years ago before I could grow a beard or pubes. Now, to remind ourselves of this build, let's have a cheeky little 15-second recap of what happened in the last video. And there's going to be two parts to this video. The first one, I take it to an actual car audio competition and enter it in a car audio competition. And the second part is where I take it to the public to a show and I show everybody what on earth this monstrosity can do. And you actually get to see if it's any good. And to kick this off, we're going to roll with the journey I had to drive up to see the proper Droppers crew 140 miles away from my house in a van that I put the engine in, I put the exhaust in, I put the wiring loom in with no mechanical knowledge or experience whatsoever. It went well. It's a bit broke. Firstly, turbo decided not to work. Tremendous fun. And something I overlooked when putting the car together was that your exhaust actually needs to be joined. To make it better, while I was touching it, the middle section just fell off too. So it's not looking good at the minute, I'll be honest. Quite a stern note to myself from this is going to be, Adam, stop bodging because you forget you've bodged it, and then it becomes a problem because you've bodged it. So I've taken the bolts from my wipers. It's not due to rain today. That's just what England always looks like. I have reattached the rear section with a bit of slack to hopefully give me more space in the front section, which is, you know, there. And I'm going to use some speaker cable to try and lasso it in place. I've got a wheel on the curb. I'm underneath the thing. I'm trying to lasso that. And I hope if I can tie it around this and hold it in place. There you go. A knot tied in some speaker cable, clamped down with a nut. I've only got to get to the show and I can buy some tools. Smart people would have turned around and gone home. That's not me. So I finally made it. It only took a broken speedo with dead turbo and my exhaust falling off, but we got here. It was only a 2.5 hour drive. That actually was 4 hours. That was fun. Now what we're doing here is we're going to go over to this tent over here. We're currently in the queue, and they do decibel testing for sort of the lower end frequencies. Now you got to bear in mind these are 3s. They're meant to play like 100 hertz up. So if this does anything, I'll be amazed.
He does some crazy videos. I love the one he did. We stuck a 15-inch sub in one of his window panels in his garage and was running it like 3 hours. That was crazy.
So I'm next in the queue. Mark is going to take my phone and film for me.
Hence why I don't upgrade. Adam Francis with his 100 3-inch speakers. 4.85. Wow. 35.
Right, how does this work? What am I doing?
Right, so USB.
Yep.
So from about 25 seconds at base,
Yep.
which is 20 hertz.
Yep.
Every second after that, it's 1 hertz difference.
Okay.
So you've got to do 30 hertz of bandwidth.
Okay.
If he's got a 45, it will be 40-ish hertz.
Okay.
So you could do 40 to 70.
Right. So a 30 hertz band. Gotcha.
And you're on this side.
Have I got to? Why have I got to be on this side?
Because
That's not where I drive from.
yeah, but the sensor's on that side. So.
I still don't understand, but all right, we'll go for it.
If you have a little play first.
Someone's lost my keys. Do I need them?
That's the tiny little speakers.
Oh.
I do love how you save money on screws.
You don't need all the screws anyway. I really think that, you know, it's actually weight saving. Yeah.
Performance.
It's nothing to do with the fact that I got fed up with screwing in 400 screws.
There's two readings. One which is the doors open average for 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Then the other one is a sealed, and it's just a peak.
Okay. Right, we'll go from there.
Yeah.
See what happens. Might blow everything up. Good for a laugh though, isn't it?
So if you tell me when you're ready.
I'll tell you when I'm ready.
Yeah.
I'm not ready.
Ready?
No. Disclaimer. So, at this point in the video, I was sort of thinking to myself, well, I'll just see if I can get a high number on the screen. It'll be all knobs to the right, and we'll just kind of turn it up until it explodes. And if it explodes, it'll be fun content. Why not? Now, it didn't explode. And after this, I set the thing up properly. I gain matched everything, and you'll stick around because I take it to the show afterwards. You're going to be surprised. 68. Pretty good. I assume. It might not be. I got no idea. Well, that was Emma. I think I sucked at it.
Cool. Can I buy USB back?
No.
Oh.
I own that now.
That'll be 35,000.
Wow.
35 for that. Something really interesting that we found out was that from the SPL testing, if you stand at the back of it with the doors open, it's louder at the back than it is stood to the side of it, like near the door. Now, one thing that became pretty apparent when doing the SPL test is that my front wall was actually moving in and out by like 5 or 6 millimeters. Now, if you don't know, for a speaker to be able to make bass, it has to create what is essentially a pressure differential. It has to push air forward and create a vacuum behind it. There you have vibration. That's how the whole thing kind of works. But if it can't do that because it's being counteracted because the board it's in is actually going with it, it's actually producing, the speaker's still moving the whole way, but the board is stopping the vibration from being able to be made, which means it needs some braces. Now, I figured that the braces that I put across here and all around it were going to be enough, but clearly they're not enough. Because I've got one more show to take this to, I'm going to make some triangular shaped braces to go sort of down here across the floor and up like that, just to hold the wall together long enough to actually get it to the show and piss people off. Well, that didn't last very long. I got told off because all the traders couldn't hear their customers and there's nowhere for me to go. Even down here, there's stalls either side. This may not have been the best show. So while we figure out what the plan's going to be with that, here's some of the other cars that are here. We're thinking right down the bottom.
Oh, I knew it. I knew it. Thing is,
And say, like pre-warn them, but say it's going to draw a crowd, but it might be good for them as well. Yeah, they sit in the middle, but we just walked through and we're like, no.
Yeah, we've been told. Well, been told
I
off.
was there when they said turn it down, but I come around here. I spoke to the marshal and said, "Can I play my music?" He said, "Yeah."
No, but he was fine.
Yeah.
He was the one who was saying, move it and come and play.
Let's talk to some of the stalls. Let's just talk to a few people and get some. Excuse me, are you on the stall?
Yeah.
So, my van's got quite a lot of speakers in it.
I've seen it.
Okay, so I'm trying to find out where to move it where it's not going to people off. So I want to talk to the few people on the stalls
If I'm
first.
honest with you,
Yeah.
I've got tinnitus and it would do my head in.
Okay, all right.
Really
So that would be no. That's why we wanted to check. No, thank you for telling me.
Yeah.
Appreciate that. That then means this plan is ruled out. So if I QR code this and play it, you're all right with it. I think we've struck a deal. The lady on the stall next to us, who's not going to tell us off as long as we play her son's lo-fi music. So it's on the screen here. Go check out his channel because his mum's very nice. Hopefully the lo-fi music is pretty good in itself. People are just chilling, enjoying it. What I did wrong appears to be go full chat first thing in the morning and annoy everyone with a hangover because we all slept here last night. Massive thank you to Kbeats and his mum for letting us play for that period of time and hopefully show some people off. Fingers crossed you get some more likes, comments and subscribes on your YouTube channel. Go follow Kbeats because his mum's lovely. I don't know what he's like, but his mum's nice. Now while I enjoy lo-fi music, I also enjoy drum and bass and being the centre of attention.
Your face closed up cause the bass goes shaking the roof from the back cause the bass goes
Acoustic all over there. It's complaining.
Can you
because
pan round and check?
it's vibrating.
Still can't see it, but acoustic tent is behind all of these. Over there somewhere.
That blooming purple fan's louder than my guitar.
And it's being vibrated by this stupid thing.
shaking the roof from the back to the center. Body scratching your face closed up. Scratching your face closed up cause the bass goes shaking the roof from the back to the
Bassline gonna make man shut up.
Now this kind of works reverse to how you'd expect it. Behind the cones, in the area that's all smoothed off the back of the van, is so much louder, so much bassier than the front is. The front is nice, it sounds like music, but the rear of it is it's just like sub. The main question I got asked when we were there, I'm still so excited from it because I got such a buzz from it. People stood next to me and went, well, where are your subs? And I'm like, there isn't any. The thing throws bass like you wouldn't believe. And I know it seems stupid, the idea that somebody that from that far away could have been annoyed by the vibrations from the small speakers, but the mid bass, your 40s, your 50 hertz, coming out of the back of it, which is just like a tunnel, you got to bear in mind, just threw it. And I mean, through it miles. We were stood at the other end of the field and you could still, like, it was still very audibly producing a hell of a lot of bass. Now this video idea was something that I don't doubt thousands, tens of thousands of you have thought about doing before. I was very lucky to have the opportunity to do it and I hope I've done it justice. And if the question you're asking is, Adam, was it worth it? Yes, it was worth it. I've had the most fun with this thing and I'm going to keep having fun with it because I've got more reinforcements to do and more testing to do, but I think it's time that we move on to a new project now. Now, listen, I told you at the start of the video, I'm trying to get to 100,000 before Christmas. If you've enjoyed so far, then please do subscribe. If you're here already, drop a comment, like, share, whatever you want to do with the video. I'm just happy to be here and to do this in a way that's self-sustaining. Thank you so much for making this a part of my life. I've been Adam. You've been amazing, and as always, be good to each other. I'll see you next time.